you from our virtual studios. This is 2024-2025 academic year's admission, and we just requiring you to be with us. We require that you continue to stay with us because a whole lot of information will be given out there. Those pieces of information are meant for your consumption, for your direction and everything, such that at the end of the day, you can be part of this wonderful family of Kumasi Technical University. My name is Dr. Charles Obin Sapon, and we're going to interact with you. Let me indicate that you are part of everything. And so, as we go along, we expect that you reach us with your comments, your challenges, your questions, and everything, so that we can clarify things for you. This morning, I have with me, as usual, Mr. Akwasi Agyeman, Senior Assistant Registrar in charge of admissions for this university. Mr. Agyeman will be doing us the honors by explaining the various procedures involved in the application so that everything will be fine. And then I also have Professor Aziz, Abdul Aziz, who is the Dean of the School of Business at Kumasi Technical University. Prof will also walk us through the various faculties, the various programs they offer, and the associated job opportunities. And so Prof will also be here and then be talking to us. Don't forget that you may have a question or two regarding our admission processes or what we do here at Kumasi Technical University. And so we'll be ready to answer everything that probably you may come up with. And so you are welcome. Now, let me say that we are ready. And I think you are also ready. Keep the comments coming even as we start the show. Let me introduce my guest to you. First of all, as I did indicate, Mr. Akwasi Agyeman is here. Mr. Agyeman, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Doc, for having me here.
I hope today you are well. The last time I was told you were a bit indisposed. We thank God that He has brought you back.
Sure.
Good. And then I also have my professor here, Professor Abdul Aziz, the Dean of Faculty of Business. Prof. No, I should say the business school. That is a school, it's not a faculty. The Dean of Business School. Prof, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Right. Prof, how is the business school doing?
The business school doing great as usual. One of the best faculties on campus.
I see.
The greatest faculty, yes.
I see. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
The last time when we were having the congregation, I heard you say that you own the university.
Yes, we
you own it.
Yes, we own the university.
I see, because you have the numbers.
Not only numbers, we tend to produce the best of industry-ready human resource in the university.
I see. That's good to hear. Mr. Agyeman, now take us through the various levels of programs that are run here, and then the entry requirement and other pieces of information that you may want to put across for our prospective students.
Okay, Doc. Thank you so much. And welcome to KSTU. As I always say, we are the #1 or the best TU in Ghana. At KSTU, we have two main types of admissions that we do. One is the undergraduate admissions, and two is the postgraduate admissions. But before you can join any of these two, there are several modes that you can come through. The first mode is the WASSCE or the SSCE route. Then the next one is the A-levels or the GBCE. Then we also have the mature entry. The mature entry is on my heart, so I will take much time to speak to that before the program ends. So the undergraduate programs, we have what we call the BA, that is the Bachelor of Arts. We have the BSc, Bachelor of Science. We have the BTech, Bachelor of Technology. And we have the BEng, Bachelor of Engineering. For you to join any of these degree programs, we will be looking at the best 6 of the subjects that you took for the WASSCE. When I say the best 6, it will mean that 3 for the core and then the 3 also for the electives. And the best 6 should be at least a credit score or C6. So if you had anything that is C6 or down to A1, then you could be enrolled into any of the degree programs. But these should include your English, maths, and science or social. Then we also have the HND. The HND, what we do is we look at the core subjects, 3 of them. But here we will be looking if you had a grade of D7 or better, that's from D7 down to A1. If you had any of these grades in the core plus another C6 from 3 other subjects, then you are good to go. If you don't fit into these, we have what we call the ordinary diploma. The ordinary diploma, we look at any 4 subjects where you should have a pass. And a pass is a pass. E8 is a pass. D7 is also a pass. So right from E8 down to A1, any grade that you had in any 4, you could be considered for admission into an ordinary diploma. Now, at KSTU, we have diploma programs that has been accredited by the GTEC, which we call the tertiary diploma. The tertiary diploma, the entry requirements are similar or they are the same just as the HND. But with the tertiary diploma, the program is run for 2 years. The HND is 3 years. The tertiary diploma is 2 years. And when you have completed with the tertiary diploma, you can join the degree program of the same course or of a cognate course at the level 300. So for you to spend 3 years on the HND, and whilst you can use that same entry requirement to gain an admission into a tertiary diploma, I will implore on those who meet these entry requirements for the HND to consider doing the tertiary diploma, since for that one you will be having 2 years to complete the program. And we have other graduate school programs, the PhDs and the master's programs. And we have the business school here. They have a chunk of them, a chunk of MSCs, top notch. The dean is here. He will let us also know the programs that they run at the graduate level. Thank you, Doc. We will come again to let them know where they can get the e-vouchers to buy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kwesi. That is our admissions officer, senior assistant registrar. He has given us some pieces of information that are relevant to the application, and therefore, don't hesitate at all. He says that very soon he will be back and tell us how you can get the form. But suffice it to say that if you want to even use your phone to buy our form or our application code, you can dial 8. Yes, so let me say that even before you can get before Kwesi tells us that you can always get our form or the PIN code using your phone to procure the PIN code. That is *389*610#. Let me repeat it. *389*610#. At the comfort of your home, you use your phone and then you can buy that PIN code. But the caution is that you should have some amount of money on it because it costs 200 Ghana cedis, just 200 Ghana cedis. So with that, you can get your PIN code and you begin the application processes. Very, very simple. And so you don't even necessarily need to go to the post office or the banks that sell, or even coming to the campus of Kumasi Technical University. At the comfort of your home, you can use your phone. You only need to dial *389*610#. And trust you me, you can have access to the application voucher, and you commence your application processes. Prof, once again, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Today, I'm blessed. I have the singular honor to introduce to you Professor Abdul Aziz Idrisu, the Dean of Business School. He has all the information that you may need if you want to come to Kumasi Technical University and pursue anything business. Prof, we are all ears.
Thank you very much. My greetings to online followers, and all those following us on various social media handles. Like he said, the Business School of Kumasi Technical University has a number of programs on offer. But first of all, I would want to take you through why you should choose the Business School of Kumasi Technical University. We know the various business schools across the universities in Ghana, and we all know the theoretical orientation of faculties across our public universities and private ones as well. But what makes us unique at Kumasi Technical University is that because we are a technical university providing hands-on training, the business school has also been structured in a manner that provides hands-on training quite distinct from the way other business schools or other business faculties offer their programs. What we do is that for any particular program that you do at Kumasi Technical University Business School, you realize that you have training labs where you are taking through the hands-on training for you to go out there to be industry ready, to change things in your respective professions. But before I do that, I would also want to introduce to you the kind of faculty that we have at Business School.
But Prof,
and the departments that we have.
Yeah, Prof, let me ask you, I think you said something that is of interest to me, that you give hands-on training.
Yeah.
And that is what makes your training a bit different from what others have been offering. So does it mean that you ask your people to have ideas, or they are handled by people from industry such that when they finish, they are industry ready? Or, I mean, how do you do it?
Okay, it's a combination of the things that you just mentioned. First of all, we bring on board people from the industry. Secondly, we have faculty members who themselves are coming from the industry before joining Kumasi Technical University. And that's what makes our faculty very rich. And the third thing is that we actually have simulation and then software trainings that actually mimic what is done in the industry.
I see.
So by the time you leave here, you would have been thinking through the things that industry is looking for.
I see.
So that's what we do.
That's good.
Yeah.
Prof, continue.
All right, thank you very much. So at Kumasi Technical University Business School, we have 6 departments. We have the Procurement and Supply Chain Management Department. We have the Management Studies Department. We have the Banking Technology and Finance Department. We have the Liberal Studies Department. And then we have Accountancy and Accounting Information Systems Department. And then we have the Marketing Department. So these are the 6 departments within the business school.
I see.
Now, within the business school, we are very proud to have 1 full professor. We have about 5 associate professors and more than half of the faculty. When I say half, over 50 of us are senior lecturers and others are lecturers. So you can see the rich faculty that we have as a business school.
I see.
And then secondly, if you take the business school, unlike any business faculty in any university, you realize that if you take all the departments, they have their own labs where they train students on hands-on simulation projects, so that at least they are structured to look like the way their respective professions operate within the industry And so you live here not only with the theoretical orientation, but we give you that practical touch to make you industry ready.
That's good to hear. So that is from Professor Abdul Aziz Idrisu, the Dean for the Business School, telling you everything that you need when it comes to having a degree in a business school. We have cutting-edge programs, and then we have state-of-the-art training facility. You did indicate that we have various simulation areas where we bring realism to your training, such that at the end of the day, you will not be found wanting when you are employed by any organization, because you know what is actually in vogue. Now, let us quickly get to Mr. Agyemang. And then, Mr. Agyemang, let's say my results have just been released. I want to come to Kumasi Technical University. Where and how would I get your the application voucher and apply? Especially when these technical institutions have released their results. Do they also have opportunity here, and how should they approach the entire process?
Thank you once again, Doc. At KSTU, our doors are widely opened for all, whether you went through the TVET scheme or you went through the normal WASSCE route. So, if your results are in or you intend to join us, sit at the comfort of your home, pick up your phone, dial *389*610#, *389*610#, or you can also dial *772*48#, *772*48#. If you don't have a phone with you as I speak, you can go to any of the following banks to get an e-voucher: Prudential Bank, Zenith Bank, Universal Merchant Bank, Consolidated Bank of Ghana, and Access Bank. Aside these banks, you can also walk into any post office. Any post office around you, you get there, you will get an e-voucher. Or you can come to our school at the cash office, you can also get an e-voucher. The e-voucher is going for 200 Ghana cedis for the undergraduate programs and 220 for the graduate school programs. And we also have avenues for international applicants as well. We have a link for them. We will put it on the screen for the viewers who are watching us from outside Ghana to have a look at the link. So the link will be shared very soon. When you've done this and you've gotten the code, you will receive a serial number and a PIN. It's the combination of these two, that's the serial number and the PIN, that you will use to complete the application process. You will log on to apply.kstu.edu.gh, apply.kstu.edu.gh. Then you follow the instructions. Key of these instructions that you need to pay attention to is the passport size photograph that you are supposed to use. You are supposed to use a passport size photograph with a red background. Yeah. Red background passport size photograph. Because it's this same passport size photograph that we will use to generate your ID cards for you. So if you don't use anything other than, or you use any other thing than the red background passport size photograph, that means that when you come in, your ID cards might delay. So these are some of the instructions that you need to note. And you are also supposed to upload all the supporting documents that you are using to complete the application. Supporting documents means your birth cert, your Ghana card, your recommendation, your results. These things are key that you need not to miss. Thank you, Doc.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Agyemang. I will come back to you. But let me plead with you that kindly like and follow our pages on all social media platforms. That is Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Now, when you get there, you have more updates on the activities of Kumasi Technical University. So stay connected, stay informed, be inspired. That is Kumasi Technical University. Let me also say that we are doing the program with you. So your comments, your questions can come. Now, Abdul Aziz Agbazo has brought us one. He says, as always, interesting insight for would-be applicants. Abdul Aziz Agbazo, we thank you so much. So you can keep yours coming. It might be in the form of a question or an area that you may need some clarity on. We are ready to talk to you, or we are ready to communicate with you. Prof, let me come to you. You have a lot of programs. Now, tell us some of the job opportunities or areas that people who come to do some of your program may end up working. And so, which areas in the economy that you train people to go and function?
Thank you very much. I think I will answer this question by connecting it to the various programs and the job prospect.
Good.
I'll take you department by department. Let's start with procurement and supply chain management. They have two master's programs. They have the MSc Logistics and Supply Chain Management. They also have the MSc Procurement and Supply Chain Management. They have the BSc Procurement and Supply Chain Management. They have the Diploma in Purchasing and Supply. They have Diploma in Procurement and Materials Management. And they also have the Diploma in Procurement and Supply Chain Management.
Okay.
Now, if you take procurement, for instance, the job prospects are many. You would realize that following the enactment of the Public Procurement Act, the procurement profession has actually found that admiration within the job space, because almost every public institution is supposed to have a proper procurement unit. And that provides job opportunities for many people across the country, whether in the private or public sector. You find procurement students working in areas such as manufacturing, warehousing, telecommunication, the energy sector, the health sector. I mean, several other places that you can mention across the length and breadth of the country, both private and public. Sector. So when you come here to do procurement, you are actually much sought after because of the kind of training that you receive. We are proud to have practitioners within the ranks of the Faculty for Procurement and Supply Chain Management Department. There are people who had practiced in the industry before joining. Now I'll take you to the Management Studies Department.
Okay.
They have MSc Management and Organizational Development. They have the Bachelor of Arts, Second Management. They have HND, Second Management, and they have Diploma in Business Administration. Now, you would agree with me that in every institution in Ghana, whether public or private, they need administrators.
Sure.
At various levels.
Sure.
From secretaries to HR managers, to those who manage the day-to-day activities of the business. These people are those we train at Kumasi Technical University. So whether you want to be the HR expert, whether you want to be the manager for your organization, whether you want to be the secretary for a particular high-level office, I mean, whatever your dreams are, come here and we'll help you fulfill it. Under the Management Studies Department. Now, if you go to the Liberal Studies Department, they originally are supposed to be a servicing department that actually teach courses like communication skills, they teach courses like African studies, they teach economics. So they service almost all departments in the university, not only the business school, but in recent times, the Liberal Studies is actually bringing on board a number of programs. Currently, they are running the Diploma in Mass Communication and Journalism And I'm aware because I've sat in the committee that approved a number of programs for them in the area of economics, and very soon they will be rolling out programs in economics as well. And of course, mass communication and journalism is actually an area that will take you to the fourth estate of the realm, and it takes you to many of the media houses that day to day are springing up across the country. And so we would encourage you, if your dream is to be within the journalism space, then the place to be is at Kumasi Tegnell University, because what we do is to go beyond what we teach in classroom, to take students for visit to most of the FM stations and TV stations to actually practice what they are taught hands-on. And so, like I keep telling you, at Kumasi Tegnell University, we do hands-on training, unlike the business schools that you find anywhere in the country and beyond. So I'll take you to Banking, Technology and Finance Department, where they have the MSc Sustainable Banking and Finance, which is a 2-year program. They have the MSc Banking and Finance, which is a 1-year program. They have the BSc Banking and Finance. They have the HND Banking, Technology and Finance, and Diploma in Banking, Technology and Finance. Now, if you come to this department too, the interesting thing you find is that more than half of the modules are actually taught by bankers themselves.
Really?
Yes, we bring bankers from the industry, those who are currently in a number of banks, to teach more than half of the modules.
I see.
Yes, so you are fortunate to have bankers to teach you exactly what is happening in the banking sector. You have finance professionals coming to teach you what happens within the various finance functions in the industry. So we bring industry to the classroom. We have labs that teach students banking software. So you see that most of our students are actually placed to do their attachment with some of these financial institutions. And sometimes they place requests that we are not able to even meet because they know that our students come there with already made skills that they require. And more recently, I'm happy to announce that the Banking, Technology and Finance Department has partnered with Zenith Bank to set up Banking Simulation Center, which is a training center for banking students. And in fact, it's going to be a center of excellence for training lower tier bankers, particularly those in the microfinance and rural banking sectors, where we're going to provide them skills upskilling, so that they can actually be able to function better within their respective institutions. So the Banking, Technology and Finance Department provides you all of these, and the job opportunities are enormous. You can work in almost every institution's finance function. Whether it's an engineering company, you can work in their finance function where you manage their finances for them. If it's a health institution, you manage their finances for them. If it's warehousing or whichever institution, you can manage their finance function. You can also work in the insurance sector. You can work in pension funds. You can work in investment banks. You can work for development banks. You can work for commercial banks. In fact, the opportunities are enormous.
I see, Prof. Now, I'm interested in this Banking Simulation Center.
Yeah.
Banking Simulation. You said you partnered with Zenith Bank.
Yeah.
And so, is it located on campus here?
Yes, located on campus here, Kumasi Tegnell University here, located at our A block.
I see.
And let me say this, that the Banking Simulation Center, just like we do in the classroom, where we bring bankers to come, we are also bringing bankers to train the various functionalities within the banking setup. And most importantly, I must also mention that most of us within the Banking, Technology and Finance Department have also worked in the banking sector before resigning to come to Kumasi Tegnell University.
Like yourself?
Like myself. I used to work for Cal Bank.
Yes.
I started my banking career at Kiravi, where we have the branch opposite Kiravi. We call it the Inshaeso branch of Cal Bank. It's just opposite Kiravi. That's where I started, and later I was transferred to the corporate banking department at the head office in Accra, Ridge, Independence Avenue. So I have had that banking experience before coming. Some of my colleagues have also worked for Barclays now, ABSA. Some are coming from a number of microfinance. Another person is coming from Stanbic. So we have, quite a number of experienced bankers teaching. Yeah.
I see. So what it means is that when we are talking about real life banking experience, you have them.
Yes.
And you as well have what the books say.
Exactly.
The academic, the theoretical aspect
Yes.
too.
Yes.
That is why we do say that Kumasi Technical University is the #1 technical university, and it's been adjudged the best technical university for 4 consecutive times by World Webometrics. So it is not just, you know, a mere, somebody said in our parlance, we say, not a mere math. You know, we say what we are capable of doing, and we deliver. That is Kumasi Technical University. Prof, I think one of your former students says, he's called Isaac Nanabuachi. He said, Prof, as this will tease you while you are trying to understand business finance. I love you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very
your
much.
Your student is sending you that message.
Thank you very much.
Please, your comments can come. Keep them coming. Your questions, your comments, and everything.
So let me move to accountancy.
Yes.
And accounting information systems department.
Yes.
They have MTech accounting with information systems. They have BTech accounting with computing. They have BSc accounting with informatics. They have HND accounting with computing, and they have diploma in computerized accounting. Over there too, the prospects are enormous. You will find that in almost all organizations, whether medium size or small size or large corporations, they require accountants at all levels. And same people serve as auditors, they serve as tax experts. And over here, at accountancy department, we have all of them assembled there. We have people who are chartered accountants who have practiced before coming here. Those who are still practicing as we speak. We have tax experts, we have auditors. And so when you come to accountancy, you have all the experts there who train you for the industry that you want to go and serve. And almost every organization require accountants, they require auditors, they require tax experts. So, I mean, you can even practice on your own, set up your own consultancy when you do accounting. And so the prospects are many. So the last one, but not the least, I'll go to the marketing department. They also have the MSc marketing, they have the BSc marketing, they have HND marketing, and they have diploma in marketing. Today, what drives our services and products is about marketing, it's about sales, it's about promotion. And if you really want to drive whatever you sell, it's about how you package it. And we here train our students to precisely do that for you. And so the prospects include online marketing, digital marketing, fiscal marketing, and so on and so forth. So the prospects are many. Marketing executives, they can set up their own consultancy where they can actually get outsourcing of marketing services.
I see.
And so there are endless opportunities.
I see. That is Prof. Aziz, the Dean of Business School. I mean, he has spoken, he has said a lot. He has given out a lot of information. So just dissect the information and pick those that belong to you and make very good use of them. Now, let us finally go to Mr. Akwasi Agyeman so that he tells you something. Those of you who are yearning to be here, to be part of this wonderful family at Kumasi Technical University, especially those who want to begin to process their admissions. And also, once again, those who have just had their results released. I'm talking about the TVET schools. You also have some opportunities available here. And so, Mr. Agyeman, let's hear from you.
All right. As I said, we have what we also call the mature entry routes.
Mr. Agyeman, please hold your peace. This gentleman is asking something. Probably we may want to address that before we continue. Please, Doc, can the finance office make the school fees clear to us about the price? Oh, okay. The fees we are going to pay. I think he's talking. I thought he was going to talk about how he can get in there. But please, the school fees, I think you'll be made aware of.
It's Doc. The
website.
The school fees is on the school's website.
Yes. So don't hesitate. Go to our website, the university website, and then you can have access to them. So please go there and you'll be informed. Mr. Ajman.
Okay, Doc. So the mature entry route, we are doing this for those applicants who have completed school for a very long time and have also stayed home for long. So if you are more than 25 years old and you can prove to that, and you can prove to us by showing us a birth cert or a Ghana card or a passport which has been issued to you not within the last 2 years. So that means the document that you will use to prove to us should be more than 2 years old. So if you are 25 years, you've worked, and also with the working part, we will need a proof. The proof can also be in the form of your pay slip, or if you do your own work, your business registration, the documents that they gave to you, or if you are working under someone, the company can also give you an introductory letter. So if you meet all these, then you will sit for what we call the mature entrance exam. When you pass the mature entrance exam, which I know that you will pass by God's grace, you will be admitted into a degree program or HND or a diploma program. The mature entrance, you will be taught for some weeks so that we can prep you to sit for the 3 papers that you write. The 3 papers are English, maths, and an aptitude test, which you'll be taught. So it wouldn't actually be a big deal. So we employ on those who have stayed home for long and are above 25 years and may not actually make the cut. If we are supposed to go by the strict entry requirements that we use, they are not going to make the cut, to consider applying to us through the mature entry route. Yeah. Aside this, if you want to know more about the program that we run, you can visit us at kstu.gh/academics/programs, kstu.edu.gh/academic/programs. We also have the entry requirements for all the programs that we run in this school, also available on our website. Yeah. So, Doc, I will end here for you to continue with Prof.
Thank you, Akwes. Idris Zachary Nassem. So, as we answered, when you get to our website, www.kstu.edu.gh, when you go, you see that the school fees are visibly displayed there. So you can check and know how much you are going to pay. Prof, we are winding up.
Okay.
So the prospective student, what would you tell them? And finally, I want you to be a bit emphatic here. Why would you tell them they should choose Kumasi Technical University over the others?
Yes, what I will tell prospective applicants is that if you are looking for a degree or a qualification that goes beyond theoretical orientation, then your best bet is to come to Kumasi Technical University Business School. Like I mentioned earlier, we combine a number of things that make us exceptional. We ensure that beyond the theories that we all know, we take our students through practical training. If you go to accountancy, they have their own lab where they take students through the various accounting software applications that industry continuously deploy. If you go to banking, like I mentioned, they have their own banking software labs. They have also just added a banking simulation center. If you go to management studies, they have their own lab where they train students. In fact, they share the same lab with marketing and procurement. So when we mention business school, Kumasi Technical University, we are talking about hands-on training. When you mention business school, Kumasi Technical University, you're talking about a rich faculty, people from industry who have worked there before joining the institution, at the same time bringing industry experts on board on daily basis. The faculty can boast of one full professor. We have 7 associate professors distributed like this. If you go to the accountancy, they have 1 associate professor. If you go to marketing, they have 2. If you go to banking, they have 2. If you go to liberal studies, they have 1. If you go to procurement, they have 1. If you go to management studies, they have the full professor. So we have a very rich faculty, people with industrial experience. We bring the industry on board on a daily basis. We have all the labs to take you through the practical training. So if indeed you want to develop your skills and make yourself industry ready, then I think that you would not regret choosing Kumasi Tegnell University Business School.
Right. Prof, thank you so much for those insights. So as we say, universities are professor run, and we have them in their numbers. I mean, when you come to Kumasi Technical University, we have very rich faculty, people who can guide you, who can coach you, who can train you, so that you can become the real professionals you are looking for, or you want to be. That is Kumasi Technical University for you. Viewers, we have said a lot of things, but probably you may have a thing or two subsequently to find out from the university. You can make your admission inquiries from, you can get the answers from us by using the following lines: 0322 496 534. Again, 0322 496 534 or 0322 496380. Finally, 0322 496380. You can also get us through our WhatsApp line 050 142 7580. Again, 0501 42 7580. Viewers, this has been a very fruitful and very interactive show from the virtual studios of Kumasi Technical University. Those who were behind us doing all the production work, we have Enoch here, we have YF here, we have Justice Sapon here, and we have William Anane here. And as you were following, you heard Professor Aziz Idrisu, the Dean of Business School. He has spoken to us. You also heard from our admissions officer, Mr. Akwesi Ajiman. I have been your host, Dr. Charles Obin Sapon. Until we meet next week, may the good Lord continue to be with us all.
Thank you.
Tisabrea Omudium 70th anniversary.
As the Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, I am proud to witness and support the incredible progress and achievements made by Kumasi Technical University. The institution's mission to provide quality teaching, learning, and research in engineering, science, technology, and entrepreneurship aligns perfectly with our vision as a country. KSTU's core values of integrity, commitment, and equal opportunities make it a real pacesetter in the field of technical educational delivery in this country. On this joyous occasion, I commend the management, faculty, staff, and students of KSTU for their dedication and hard work. Your collective efforts have made KSTU a prominent and reputable tertiary education, not just in Ghana, but the globe as a whole. Congratulations once again to Kumasi Technical University on your 70th anniversary. Together, we shall continue to pave the way for a brighter future for this country, the world, and everybody involved in tertiary educational delivery. God bless you, and thank you so much.
So on the